wondering what other changes we're going to see to start supporting the out-of-state expansion that you're doing.
So we start with JB. He's going to be the lead on the national program because his whole life, his job has been flying around all over the country helping people buy real estate deals, right? That's his whole job. So we'll start with him. Then we'll build a staff around him as the volume picks up. And then what I'm really looking for is I'm looking for an impetus. Somebody's going to start a city and they're going to build the city out as a member. Let me tell you a little story about a gentleman in the room. This gentleman joined up from out of city, went back to his city and started raising capital and promoting people to join Lifestyles, and then got him into his deals. This guy completely created a city before we were even there. And now he's one of the top investors we have. So can we get a microphone for this gentleman? You tell them how the hell you started a city before you even had a city? Give him a microphone. How did you do that? There's one right there. By the way, this is another one of our champion investors right here. Tell them how you did that.
Fear? You know, that's where it starts, right? It started with the fear of where I was and knowing I needed to be somewhere else, and taking Dell's classes and realizing how, hepped up you can get at first.
Didn't you drive from Austin or San Antonio to Houston and took the classes?
Well, no, you taught a class at a San Antonio hotel.
Okay.
That's where I first took you. And so I knew that if I didn't stay engaged, that I could start losing some of that shine, right? So I knew the only way to stay engaged was to take control of my own engagement, which meant trying to find other people inside and outside of Lifestyles that were interested in real estate investing. And we kind of all just got together at our house. Susan called them parties. I called them networking events. We'd have food. We serve food. Some people came just for the food. But we would take, on LoopNet or whatever, we'd pull down any information we could find that was somebody selling a deal, and we would practice everything that we had learned in Dell's classes. So Dell always likes to say, not practice makes perfect, perfect practice makes perfect. So before we bought our first deal, we had really owned it and run it before, basically, right? When it was there, it was already there, and it was an easy choice. So it was a fear of losing out on the momentum and whatnot we'd already gained.
Excellent. Terry Matheny. You can do this in any city. All you have to do is go back and get the people to listen to me on the radio. That's the first thing. They go, oh my God, that's crazy. Then get them to listen to my podcast. Then what you do is say, you need to take the 2-day. Then you need to work with me. You need to network with me. Because Lifestyle started when 200 people walked out of a real estate seminar and came to my house in my living room. And it started with about 25 or 30 people. That's how these things start.